Hello everybody, Marshall here. I hope you're fine. I'm fine. Welcome to mellowdraw, and today I am making a kind of experimental-ish type of art. I've been scrolling through Pinterest lately and I found a lot of neon-y stuff. So I decided to use today's drawing as kind of um how can I say, a study of lightning, since I don't really do a lot of studies to be honest, and I should do more studies actually. So yeah, I decided to make this one as a study, and I decided since it was a study, why not draw hands, since hands are hard to draw and I need to work on those. So yeah, I found a reference on Pinterest. I don't really remember where I found it because I forgot to paint it, and I don't really remember what I searched. I probably searched like um um let me think, um, neon lighted stuff, and I came across a picture similar to this one. So yeah, here I'm painting the background blue because I thought, since I am going to paint the hand pink, I think it would make a nice combination, kind of um, contrasting colors, so I use that. I don't really plan my colors, honestly. I just go with my feelings, like, oh, red is the opposite of blue, it's like it's complementary, so I hope that works, and if it works I leave it at that, and if it doesn't I just paint over it, because that's how I do. Not a really good practice though. So actually this was the first painting, I believe it's the first painting that I did. It actually took like me like 2 days to make, because usually when I do a painting I sit down and I don't get up until I finish it, which is not very healthy to be honest. But yeah, that's just kind of how I work. I just sit down, cram as much work as I can, and then if it's finished, it is. If it's not, you're going to the pile of unfinished work. But since I actually struggled a lot with the parts of the hand that received lightning and parts that didn't, it kind of took me way longer than expected. I thought it was going to take me like around 4 hours, but it took me around 7 hours ish. I don't really remember, because actually most of the time I spend like waiting for stuff to dry, so I don't really paint for that long of a time, but I do a lot of waiting, and that's when I watch a lot of YouTube videos. So yeah, it looks kind of weird now, but I promise you it gets better. A little better at least. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for this one. It really didn't have a theme, like it's not a series like the Smoke series is a standalone piece, but I really enjoyed doing the process of this, and studs like this really help you understand like the anatomy of the hand and lightning and color combination in general to get that dark red that I'm using for the shadows. I actually mixed, I believe, ochre, which is the color that I use for the light part. I mixed ochre with my red and I do believe my cerulean blue. So it was really purple when I started mixing it, but then I added more and more ochre, which is basically just a fancy name for a pink, I believe, because it's just pink. honestly. I don't know why it's called opera. And I managed to do kind of a color that I liked. Problem was, because I didn't think I was going to use as much paint that I did, I didn't mix enough paint. So on the other day when I went to paint again, I really didn't have the same tone, so I did a tone that was like a little darker, and then I have to basically go over everything that I done on the other day. So that was a lot of paint and work wasted, honestly. But you know, I like the end product, so that's a win, I guess. Like, it's really hard for me to like the stuff I make, so anything that I like, I'm really happy about it. And you're gonna notice that I paint the fingers all dark, then I go over with pink again, and then I notice that the lighting doesn't work that way. Then I go over with the darks again, then I go over with the pinks again. So there's a lot of trial and error in this kind of painting, because that's really the premise of a study, is for you to like understand really what's going on. Don't be afraid of failing. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Hell, I made mistakes the whole video, honestly, and you don't get to see what I'm talking during those videos because I do the voiceovers after. But boy, oh boy, was I nervous. I usually don't get that nervous with a painting, but Jesus, this one was destroying me. But in the end, I really liked it. I was going to do another painting actually for this week. It was going to be like a sky study. There, made like 4 pieces, but then my phone decided not to record. It said, "Nah, I don't want to record, fam," and it didn't. So I lost. Like, it did record for like, I believe, around 40 minutes, which was the time that I spent on the first painting. But then it didn't want to record anymore. I tried as much as I did, and it just didn't want to record on the day. So I decided, you know, if it's not working, I'm not gonna force it. So I'll just paint. I do believe that by now those paintings are on my Instagram, which you should follow me at mellowdraw. So shameless self-plug there. But if you want to see those sky studies, I really enjoyed making them. I found like random pictures on Pinterest, and then I painted it because I plan stuff like that. I just, oh, this look pretty, I'm gonna paint it. And yeah, really there's no secret to doing studies. Just decide on what you want to do and do it. Hell, if it's ugly, it's the first time you're doing, or the second, or the 100th time, and like, study, you learn something from it. And most of the times you will learn more stuff when you fail than when you do something really pretty, so no loss there. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. Go on, do your art stuff, share online if you can. Like, if you have an Instagram, make an Instagram just for your art, or post it on your own profile, just so like people can see it. And a lot of times you can get really good criticism from your art just from posting it, or just recognitions. People see, you know, oh, you make some really good stuff. It gives you a lot of motivation. Even if you don't get like recognition right away, you just go, I'm gonna get recognition. And I do believe it, I'm saying it wrong. So okay, my computer just